warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Now I will tell about the article with the title about translation strategies employed by EFL learners and the impact of that on their translation skills development by Abdul Halik Ki A. Hasan. So this study investigates the different types of strategies methods that the undergraduate students employ when translating from their native language into the target language and vice versa. In this article, I found 4 translation strategies by Newmark, Jacobson, Dickens, and North. Okay, the first translation strategist is from Newmark 1988. He mentions 8 different types of translation strategies according to whether the emphasis is given by the translators to the target language or the source language. They are word-to-word translation, literal translation, faithful translation, semantic translation, adaptation, free translation, idiomatic translation, and the last is communicative translation. Okay, so for word-for-word translation, according to Newmark, is a kind of interlinear translation in which the target language words are placed under the source language words. Literal translation, on the other hand, means that the source language words are translated to their nearest equivalents in the target language including structure. In faithful translation, the translator tries his or her best to retain the exact contextual meaning of the original text. Semantic translation is similar to faithful translation, except for laying more emphasis on showing the beauty and naturalness of the sound of the source language text. The first strategy of this target language oriented is that adaptation, according to Newmark, is the freeze from the translation. This strategy is used for translating literary texts such as plays and poetry in which themes, characters, and plot are unchanged. Free translation, on the other hand, focuses mainly on the content or the message, irrespective or the form of the original text. While in communicative translation, the translator attempts to retain the exact contextual meaning of the original text, in which both of the content and the language are acceptable and understood by the readers. And in the second one is the strategies from Jacobson 2000. He identified 3 different types of strategies of translation that are intralingual, interlingual, and intersemiotic translation. According to him, intralingual of translation or rewording means interpreting verbal signs by other signs in the same language, while interlingual translation means interpreting verbal sign by signs in some other language, whereas intersemiotic translation means interpreting verbal signs by non-verbal sign system. Okay, and the third one is from Dickens 2002. He listed some practical, useful translation strategies that might help translators handle their culturally bound text properly and accurately. They are exotism and calque, cultural borrowing, communicative translation, and cultural transplantation. According to Dickens, the first type is exotism and calque is oriented toward SL, whereas the third type is communicative translation is direct towards. The second and the fourth types in other are less oriented. And the last one is the strategies from North 1991 and 2005. He called documentary translation and instrumental translation. The first one, which includes, according to him, word-for-word translation, literary translation, philological translation, and exotizing translation. It serves as a document of a source culture communication between the author and the source text receiver. The second type, on the other hand, is instrumental in the sense that the message is conveyed directly from the source text translator to the target recipient. So, the finding of this article shows that in all of the students' translation tasks, literal translation was the mostly used, and the degrees of frequencies are vary from level to level. Furthermore, reflecting upon the findings of this study, the translation teachers as well as the courses designers are recommended to provide parallel text, in which the source language along with the target language with both literal translation and free translation to make students aware of the difference between the two texts and also show them the deficiency and ungrammaticality of the text produced when using literal translation. I think that's all about my explanation. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.